Northern Syrians flocked in their hundreds to the hospital and clinics manned by the South African doctors this week. Mission leader Dr. Imtiaz Suleiman says it is the most successful medical mission he ever deployed.
The best medical mission ever, in my own assessment. 46 medical personnel or 46 different temperaments, all working like one machine. Nobody feels himself better than the next one. No ego. A gynecologist seeing male patients, a pediatrician seeing adults, a dietitian working as a theatre nurse, doctors interchanging each other. Nobody feels ashamed to be a porter, to carry a bag, to lift up a patient. I've got a very highly skilled team, to the point that Dr. Ahmed Gandour, the head of the hospital, said pre-war and during the war, he has worked with surgeons from all over the world. And he said this morning, I've never seen such skilled surgeons in my life. I can now take a break and take it easy. My body's exhausted, and I'm impressed at the way you work. The amount of patients that have come to the hospital seeking help. The sad part is there's huge desperation here. The even sadder part is, had I brought 4 teams the size of the 46 personnel I brought, it won't be enough. And the reality is we are not going to reach everybody. Like this city, there are many more cities, even bigger ones, what more need for medical care, but unfortunately we cannot reach them.
General practitioner Dr. Mohammed Vayed has been on a mission to Somalia before. Comparatively, he was mighty impressed by the facility in Darkush.
The impression of the building, what we had was a blown-out building with just patches and pieces here and there, and you work in something like that. What Dr. Imtiaz and his team have achieved here with the locals is absolutely nothing short of a miracle. They've fully equipped the building with a fully functioning ICU, a fully functioning labor ward, a fully functioning accident and emergency, a fully functioning theatres. And barring any misfortunes or anything like that, we can work as a full team in every department every day.
So why do doctors decide to go on mercy missions like this one? Dr. Shafika Mayet, a specialist anaesthetist, and her husband Jamil Desai, a maxillofacial surgeon, are both newcomers to a foreign medical deployment.
A colleague of mine who's very actively involved, Dr. Borat, they were looking for a maxillofacial surgeon as well as an anaesthetist. And my husband and I happened to be that combination of a team. So when he contacted me, the mission actually just fell into our laps. And I said to my husband, it came looking for us. We didn't go looking for it. We cannot turn down this opportunity. Having left a 5-year-old behind at home, we decided this is it.
You talk about a war zone. This is reality. You and your husband really think this through before you joined.
The most difficult thing, Janine, for us was leaving my 5-year-old behind and trying to explain to him that we're entering a war. And his primary concern is, so will they shoot you there? And I had to go on the internet and show him pictures, some of them very gory, of women and children and the walking wounded and fatal casualties. And that convinced him. And he said, Mummy, you have to go and help these children and these mummies. And that sealed the deal for us. And I'm a true believer in fate. If it's meant for us to die, it can happen at the same time anyway. It could be at the hands of a hijacker or even an accident back home. It could be here in the hands of the Syrian snipers. So yeah, I'm a firm believer in fate, and I think this was just meant to be.
And you and your husband Jamil, as a woman and husband team on this trip, that must be very special for the both of you.
It is. I think it brings us a lot closer because it's a sense of security for me, in the sense that I think, oh, he's going to protect me from the war, and I know he can't, but it's a sense of false security, but it's there for me. And also I think it's a good thing because we have each other to support and talk us through, and a shoulder to lean on through the mission.
It took a few days to get used to the continuous sound of shells and staccato of gunfire around the town, but the team soon realized that with so many people dying in the conflict, burials are a common thing. It is just the way in which some deceased are parted with, which sounds scary to the uninformed. Team member Dr. Kasim Borat explains.
This happened, in fact, while I was in the bathroom. I heard numerous gunshots, probably around 30 to 40. It sounded like, obviously, gunfire, and it sounded like a battle to me because that's what I thought it was. And when I came out of the bathroom, people were carrying on as normal. And I spoke to one of the assistants here, and he said that was in celebration of someone who had died in battle. So they were taking him on his way to be buried, and they were shooting into the air to celebrate the fact that he had died and given his life for this cause. They used the word a martyr, or in Arabic they say mujahideen, which is a soldier of religion, sort of.
While the civil war in Syria continues, there is a burning desire in many hearts for things to improve for all. Hoida Rahal is an English teacher at a local primary school in Harem.
I hope that Syria will be better in the future, and I hope to all the people in Syria become better and good.
What is there that you and families would like to see change? I don't mean necessarily politics. I know that you want new government. What is there that you as a citizen would like to see become better? What will make you happy?
I hope to be a free citizen, and all the people can say and explain about their opinion of freedom. Yeah.
Allahu Akbar! Allahu Akbar! Allahu Akbar!
I'm Janine Kutzer in Darkush in northern Syria.